in prison for what they're doing, so be it.
The association is expected to meet with Agriculture, Land and Fisheries Minister Ravi Ratiram next week to discuss these issues and others. The public may soon see the resumption of virtual court hearings at the Port of Spain Magistrates Court. The announcement was made by Justice Minister Devish Maharaj, who paid a brief visit to the building at St. Vincent Street in Port of Spain earlier this week. The visit was part of a review undertaken by both Maharaj and Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander that began on Monday. The two ministers have responded to concerns by officers of the Besson Street Police Station that the current arrangement for the hearings of detained persons had left them frustrated and unable to perform their duties as expected. Maharaj said they are trying to sort out a short-term solution at the Magistrates Court as soon as possible. Those were your 6 a.m. news headlines. We'll have another news update at the top of the hour right here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network.
Morning Brew is brought to you by Omega XL. Live long, stay strong.
Good Friday morning, Trinidad and Tobago, running into your brand new day as we get the ball rolling and anticipate the weekend, one of the second to last weekend, I'll say, in the month of August, a chance to finally, for those who did not probably get a chance to go out and really partake in the July-August, this is a great weekend to get the ball rolling. We are actually doing a nice little cricket tournament later on today downstairs, so, everybody kind of getting involved and making the most of the time, but we understand there's going to be some tremendous weather today also, so we'll get some details from John-Mark later on in that regard. Again, welcome. Sit back, relax. Jason Williams and the truly amazing team signing on. It's an action-packed Friday, and there is lots to talk about. Listen, I mentioned it yesterday on the program, and you notice the momentum started in terms of the conversation regarding the decision made by President Donald Trump, that decision made all the way in Washington, impacting us here, way down in the Caribbean, as we brace ourselves for what could potentially be, I don't know, it could be a diplomatic row, it could end up being just words, it could end up being action. God alone knows what's going to transpire next week and in the days and the weeks ahead. But there are many calling for Trinidad and Tobago to remain neutral. And we will get a chance to unpack and to get into some of the details regarding that developing story. Mwale joins me later on, international relations specialist. So we go to The Guardian, we take a read first, and then we unpack the layers. As mentioned, Mwale Henry, international relations specialist. Again, it's no secret, U.S. ships, warships, on their way to Caribbean waters. Of course, VP Vance uses TNT as a reference, talking about crime in Washington, D.C., how Trinidad and Tobago end up in his mind, coming out his lips. I think, I don't know if you heard it, but if we have the audio, guys, let's take a listen, and then we come back to give some more details on this story.
You hear these guys outside, they appear to hate the idea that Americans can enjoy their communities. They do the fact that D.C. a week ago had a higher murder rate than Trinidad and Tobago, which the United States State Department has said you shouldn't visit because it's unsafe. We ought to be able to enjoy great American cities.
So this man, the vice president of the United States, is there in Union Station, I believe. That's the big train station there. Been there a couple of times. Beautiful, beautiful settings, great roof, grandeur. And out of the blue, Trinidad and Tobago comes out his mouth. That's not by chance, you know. It's not a coincidence. I'm thinking whatever meeting they're having on the back end, of course, Venezuela is a priority at this point in time with their push towards law and order and trying to put a dent on what they claim to be the drug cartels and President Maduro, who they see as the top of the food chain in that line of business. Trinidad and Tobago, neighbors to Venezuela, also we are impacted by the drug trade. We are a transshipment point. I mean, this is no secret. We all know of the perils that we go through with the illegal narcotics, and when you bring in the drugs, the guns come with it, and then the guns stay while the drugs ship off to wherever. So I'm sure Trinidad and Tobago would have been also part of some kind of discussion. I'm just kind of thinking out of the box here, because how, out of all the countries on this planet, he could have drawn a comparison to parts of Asia. He could have drawn a comparison to parts of South America. The man called Trinidad and Tobago, you know, the vice president of the US, you know, while ships are on their way to Caribbean waters, and if a ship needs to position itself to get close to Venezuela to run in for some reason, who they will come by at least to probably refuel or to, I don't know, get supplies. I try to figure out, just think, help me here. I'm trying to think out the box as to their positioning, and we now will be in a particular tight spot. I mean, obviously, Mwale will ask him these questions to see, you know, what's his perspective, because I don't want to be thinking too far ahead or getting people, you know, in some kind of frenzy. But this is a very interesting development. And if you recall, the last time the U.S. would have used narcotics as a reason to go after a head of state and to use military force to land on the soil to uproot someone who was holding the wheel and the power and the influence in a country, would have been Panama back in, I believe, 1989. I was doing my research on this one here. As per usual, you sit on the program, you have to come informed. So you remember Noriega? They went in to take out Noriega, and of course, well, Panama, obviously, from then to now, it's, I mean, Panama on a leveler. When you go Panama, you see, you know, major development and things are happening, and of course, you know, the Panama Canal, very strategic course to get, you know, goods to and flow. I mean, that Panama on a whole, it's a very strategic location, not only for the U.S., but for everybody in the region. I wait with, you know, caution, and I really, listen, as watching the story for a couple of days now. It's kind of now in the public domain, people having public discourse, and we on the program will get into some details this morning with Mwale, but this is a serious development, and we have to keep our eyes on this one, and I hope our administration, those behind our wheel, as mentioned by many of the experts, they're suggesting we hold a neutral position, but how neutral could we be if it comes down to Venezuela and USA in a tit for tat? At a point in time here, as Irfan Alv says in one of his soca songs, you gotta pick a side. And well, you go figure where we will end up in this particular development if it gets to that. I don't want to get to that at all. At all. I don't want no kind of confrontation. You know, we in our time, 2025, we're looking for peace, we're looking for upliftment, for growth, for breaking new ground and shaking hands and doing business. But we are very much in a volatile time. All across the world, parts of Africa, of course, the Middle East, well, look what's going on there. And now, some drama might be coming to this part of the world. This is serious cause for concern. But I hope it blows over. We have had little tensions rise up in the past, and it just ended up blowing over. So I hope this could be one of those situations. Again, on ease in the Gulf, people in sea dress already. Man digging out horrors already, man taking boat out of the water, you know. Men already started to talk about they're not going out and really catch no fish, and people taking it easy. And then there are others too who welcome the presence of the U.S. military in the waters. They believe it will bring a level of safety. As I would have mentioned yesterday, there is one president in the personality of Donald Trump who is, again, using law and order as his justification to come to the region, to dismantle the drug cartels, and someone who he believes is part and parcel of it. And then there is the personality of President Maduro, who is defending sovereignty, 4 million militia armed, standing by alongside the army in case anybody step up, put a toe on Venezuelan soil. TNT, keep your eyes on this development. Let's head again to another big one. I saw this one yesterday, DCP Junior Benjamin. I must say, his response was, he was asked basically, well, these officers who will be going to the high-risk schools, right? Remember the whole talk of officers going to high-risk schools, primary and secondary, by the way. The question, well, naturally will come up. These officers, are they going to go there with guns? And Officer Benjamin, I found his response to be rather honest. It was sincere, and it made sense. He says his officers will have to go with all the necessary tools. And I'm sure part of your toolkit as an officer, think about it, right? As a batter, what's your tool going out to bat? You'll need your glove, your pad, right? Your helmet. And a bat, you can't go out there to play cricket and you don't have your tools. Same thing goes with the officers. I guess the walkie-talkie, handcuff, probably whatever thing. And I guess in this regard, the licensed police license and distributed firearm. I mean, that's what it reached to, unfortunately. And there are many who might, feel a certain way. But what we're doing different? Yeah, we find ourselves looking at videos all the time and complaining. Look how the children getting on. Look how the girls fighting. Probably if there's a presence in the school with an officer, hopefully these children, our children, the future, they might take it down. Especially if parents can't control them, somebody else will have to. Yeah, but that's a different conversation. We'll get on that next week. Let's head to the back page. As mentioned yesterday, TKR. This wasn't last night, this was the night before. I mean, Polly tries better. Polly stand up in the end there and just wasn't to be, boy. Falcons had a shaky season last season, right? Last year, I think Falcons, from what I heard, won only like 3 games. Falcons really, they wasn't flying high at all. Not this time around. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons come out to play. The CPL is going to be very interesting. I think next week the action heads our way, and we look forward to CPL. All games down by the Bran Lara. We're heading to South. No game is happening in Port of Spain, nothing in the Oval at all. So every game down in the Southland. We look forward. Let's head to the brief. Pan and powder. Remember we spoke about that? It was well attended. Beautiful coming together of pan players and pan lovers on Wednesday in the city. And coming out of that with no parade. And that's the next conversation, huh? But we don't have time this morning. But no parade. Well, the mayor stepping in, Port of Spain, to host a full day of events to replace the Independence Day parade. All details here inside The Guardian on page 3. As mentioned, Mwale Henry, International Relations Specialist. He joins me next to unpack this particular development. What are the possibilities and what's the best case scenario? I hope it could just be a war of words and, they just de-escalate and we just keep moving on. But if things get a bit shaky and sticky out there, well, we find ourselves in a very, very peculiar place. Mwale Henry, he joins us next.
Is blurry vision holding you back from living your best life? Step into TEH Optical today and experience the clarity you deserve. We don't just test your vision. Our advanced technology checks your complete eye health. And with our expert team of eye specialists, we detect issues early, provide tailored treatments, and help protect your vision. Then, get your stylish frames and custom lenses so you can look as sharp as your new vision. TEH Optical, preserving sight, enhancing lives.
Thunderwal, powering industry, fueling progress. Reliable fuel pumps, meters and nozzles. From dock to deck, marine tools, hoses, PPE and fittings. Hydraulic, automotive and food-grade oils and lubricants. For all your manufacturing needs. Pallet jacks, intrinsically safe tools and more. Browse live stock and prices on our website at www.vanderwailtt.com. Visit us today.
Did you know that many girls still lack access to period products and miss up to a year of school? Together we can spread the word and change that reality. For every pack of Always you purchase, we donate a pad to girls in need. Help us empower the next generation to rise, learn, and be the best expression of herself at her full potential. Always.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy, and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinbago Knight Riders for CPL 2025. Win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
Welcome to RD Good Health Medical Center, your trusted partner in total wellness. We're conveniently located at 34B Southern Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas. From consultations to diagnostics, vaccinations, and women's health, we're here for you. Our cutting-edge tech includes a 124-slice CT scanner, X-ray, ultrasound, and full lab services to ensure you get everything under one roof. Plus, our dialysis center offers expert, affordable care. RD Good Health, caring for you every step of the way. Contact us at 223-3730 or WhatsApp 725-4663 today.
Halt! Where's the car?
Don't stress when your getaway car gets away. Have peace of mind with CG United Comprehensive Motor Insurance.
This mask is itchy. Does anyone have any lotion?
We can't protect you from scary clowns, but we can protect you from motor theft and damage. CG United. Good like that.
International Relations Specialist Mwale Henry joins me on the Zoom line this morning. Mwale, I'm so happy to engage and to get some perspective on this development. Obviously, Trinidad and Tobago, next door to Venezuela, we must be concerned and look at this development, this decision made from Washington under the umbrella of law and order and trying to put a dent in what they describe as a narco state with a narco leader in the personality of President Maduro out there in Venezuela. Your initial reaction to the news and to the deployment of military hardware to the Caribbean waters. Good morning, Mwale.
Good morning, Jason. It is clear Venezuela does not meet the United States of America's stated strategic objectives. Through its Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, he would have indicated America's focus is on 3 key pillars: whatever makes America safer, stronger, and more prosperous. So the U.S. does not see Venezuela fit in that strategic position, and they are prepared to advance the ball to ensure that America is safer, stronger, and much more prosperous.
And to compound this, diplomatic relations between the two countries, I think, broke off in around 2019 from my research. And so one of the worst things is that when you have issues and you're not talking, even on a personal level, Mwale, it gets a bit deeper. You see, when people talk and they meet by a table, I think that's the start of the healing and the diplomacy. But when we're not talking, that is an issue. But we talk to the both. We talk to the two countries. We have diplomatic relations with two, and there is a call now for us to be neutral. But could we really be neutral if this comes down to some kind of conflict?
Well, neutrality will be the most strategic position for the Caribbean. That has been our foreign policy position. But the real question is this, you just mentioned that the U.S. has been having strained relationships with Venezuela since 2019. However, Trinidad in 2020, we would have engaged Venezuela in energy cooperation under the last administration incarnation of the then Prime Minister, Kamala Persad-Bissessar. And that deepening of that energy cooperation continued. So it is not unfamiliar for us to have relationships with parties who may have strained relationship with the U.S. Someone may ask themselves the question, okay, are you sure we should be engaged? Should we be isolated? I will take your viewers to Executive Order 13850. And this was the first time PDVSA was being sanctioned and its directors, yet still Trinidad and Tobago, under then Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarai, would have signed deep cooperation partnerships with Venezuela. So for us, we have to be not just non-aligned, but we have to be all aligned, being willing to engage all parties, because we are a small nation, and any issues that happens in Venezuela will have configurations, migration, economic migrations. We saw that happening under the Trump administration, the Biden administration. So it would be wise for us to seek our interests in this time.
Well, you see, I'm thinking, we're looking at the maritime situation. These warships out there, they will position themselves, dock in the water. And I'm just thinking out the box. Let's say the possibility comes up where they need to probably get supplies, or they need to position themselves, or go somewhere to, for some capacity, come to Trinidad to top up in some way. Will that be, again, perceived by Venezuela as us, Trinidad and Tobago, our country, getting involved, offering assistance to what they might deem as the enemy?
Well, that perception is real in Venezuela's mind. We would have seen some of the salvos that took place between the Honorable Prime Minister and the Defense Minister. We clearly would have seen a sea change in the positioning of this current administration, taking a hands-off approach. The dragon deal is dead, taking a clear Trumpian approach by saying, President Maduro is a narco trafficker, etc. So clearly there is a separate or a new tone that this administration is taking. So the question would be, would this administration be sympathetic in some of the logistical operations? If an operation is to take place, the probability is high. There may be some form of cooperation there.
And in that regard, if we go down that road, well, out the window with neutrality. Because again, what you mentioned is true. We, at least via our leadership, we've been singing the same chorus line and the same lyrics that you hear coming out of Washington concerning the man who's on screen. And again, he is looking to defend his sovereignty. Donald Trump is looking to defend law and order. The two can't mix. It's like oil and water, honestly, within this particular development.
Yeah, you see, if we take ourselves a bit back from this position, the U.S. has historically engaged in some form of intervention, and its policy has evolved over time. So from the Monroe Doctrine all the way up to now, we are seeing a modern form of that Monroe Doctrine, whereby the U.S. is clearly looking at President Maduro as a triple threat. And I'll tell you why I use that term. Number one, he is an economic threat because Venezuela has the largest proven oil reserve, over 304 million barrels, more than Russia, more than the U.S. So the question is the Maduro regime willing to play ball vis-a-vis allowing U.S. energy companies being able to come in and do that exploitation, which happened before? Clearly, he isn't playing ball and is advancing his position of nationalization and ensuring that Venezuela gets maximum benefits of its economic revenue. But here's the question, Jason. Once you have such a large reserve, oil reserve, being outside of the remit of the U.S. influence, that's a threat to the U.S. dollar. So he is seen as an economic threat. Secondly, there is a configuration between immigration, whereby you're seeing the claims of gangs coming into the U.S. and narco trafficking. So these three areas is a trifecta, and it is going to be leading to a great threat moving forward.
Well, in our lifetime, we would have seen the U.S. use this strategy to, again, put boots on the ground in the region. I recall Noriega in Panama, I believe it was 89, through my research. He was ousted for someone who was a little more favorable, and I guess who the U.S. are able to remember. I remember I was small at the time. I was probably 10 years old, but I remember Noriega was a hard man. He wasn't playing. And coming out of that development, you're hearing even the rhetoric of the vice president using Trinidad and Tobago. And I said this morning, I don't know if you heard my monologue, but that's not a coincidence. Mwale. I don't see that as some kind of outer turn, just it slipped out his mouth. That clearly had to be some kind of back-end conversation about Venezuela. And when you're talking about Venezuela, naturally Trinidad and Tobago, I'm sure, will come up in the mix. Because how could he reference Trinidad and Tobago's crime issue in Union Station, quite in Washington, D.C.? The two don't relate.
True. So let's consider, you mentioned Panama in 1989. And what happened in Panama in 1989, the name of that operation was called Operation Just Cause. So what occurred in Panama, where the U.S. would have intervened with, I believe, over 27,000 troops, in 2025, the Donald Trump administration is laying out a just cause for some form of intervention and sees Venezuela, mainly Maduro, in its sights. So it is true to your question. How, if we ask it in a rhetorical way, the second most powerful man in the Western Hemisphere politically, coming from the United States, just tangentially mentioning Trinidad in its crime statistics, that lays out to me three key things. Number one, Trinidad is part of its operational intelligence briefing because a man of that stature, yes, he's a Yale graduate, yes, he was a former US Marine, but to have Trinidad at the top of mind to be part of your reference point tells me we are part of the working memory of the United States of America, and we are part of some strategic conversation. So that's not by chance. Secondly, it also tells me that when you are making such a comparison, for me, you are making such a case. And just like in Panama, it's just cause in 1989, the president presently sees a just cause in pursuing this case with President Maduro. And then finally, one thing we must consider, we have seen two different types of Donald Trump. And when I mean by two different types, just recently, he hosted Russia in its summit in Alaska. And you saw previously the intervention where he's having negotiating conversations with Iran. And that conversation was brokered with a military intervention. So we are seeing two types of Trump across the ocean in Europe. And what causes Donald Trump to make two different decisions in the same region? It's what is the level of that threat? And in our Western Hemisphere, the Caribbean and Latin America is part of the third border of the United States. And one thing President Maduro doesn't have is nuclear weapons. So the propensity for such an intervention is very much probable.
But again, we have to consider, he might not have nuclear, but there is a militia of 4 million civilians who will join with the army, already a big number, all armed and ready to take action. And God knows if a U.S. boot was to step foot on Venezuelan soil, well, Mwale, we'll be in it will be a shambles, It won't be a Panama of 89. I can tell you, it's going to be very intense, and that's the worst case scenario, and that had me kind of like yesterday thinking, my goodness, I really don't want that so close to Trinidad and Tobago,
Well, let me add to that point. When we saw the intervention of President Trump in Iran, there was, a lot of overtures from Israel through its intelligence to really move in on the Ayatollah. And President Trump had a lot of resistance and constraint because he knew of what that configuration would be. But now when we look at our region, the question of regime change or intervention in its leadership, President Trump has made it very clear his problem is not with the people of Venezuela, but it is with Maduro. So we've seen different versions of the U.S. supporting different political leaders. So the question would be, and that's the intelligent question that they will be answering presently, with the removal of President Maduro, will there be stability within the country of Venezuela? And that's the type of question. And once you see a military advancement being taken place, then most likely, Jason, that question has already been answered, and a motion is being advanced presently.
Well, would the ramifications also impact our neighbors? I mean, yes, we are the closest to Venezuela, but I wonder if CARICOM, their head is now in the middle of an election, so he's busy in that regard, Jamaican Prime Minister there. How will CARICOM, because again, this is Caribbean waters, so they have to sail all the way from north, past Puerto Rico, Jamaica, come down the road, past the Great Antilles, down the Les Antilles, and I'm sure they'll have to position themselves somewhere off the coast. This will impact St. Vincent, Barbados, Grenada, all our neighbors. CARICOM, you think we'll have to make a statement soon about this?
Well, and that's the question. Why is there an active silence on this position? Now, previously, CARICOM has always maintained the position that Caribbean is a zone of peace and must position itself in a non-aligned condition. But what you are seeing a clear, statements being made by Latin American presidents, for instance, Colombia.
And Chile. Chile. Yeah, they say they're not having it.
Right. So you're seeing a much more stark contrast. So the question is, why is that silence presently taking place? How are we seeing the advancements of military assets, which are being clearly declared for preventative or intervention or the posture of some sort of defense? And then thirdly, what is the question, how are we now going to position ourselves within the CARICOM and that conversation? We are not aware what that conversation is, and one would have expected from a Caribbean position, this is directly within our waters, and this is directly going to impact us. You said, okay, it may just impact Trinidad because of our proximity to Venezuela. But the truth is, a lot of this configuration moves all the way up, be it economic, be it migration. So I know that the Prime Minister of Barbados has been very vocal in much of our forums with regards to Venezuelan intervention. So it is yet to be seen what that looks like, because we have organizations like ALBA and CELAC who are all part of this non-aligned movement, and it's yet to be seen what's going to transpire and what position is taken.
I mean, Mwale, I'm not one to stoke the waves of fear and use the platform to get people, in a particular frenzy. But when you think about this deeply, I'm trying to figure out, would they literally sail from the U.S. to this part of the region as just a show of force to intimidate? I'm thinking there must be some kind of end goal, because you're not going to send all these military assets and just come down and just position yourself just to say, well, we're here. I wonder what's really the bigger goal. And again, how will this impact us? Again, we're looking at so much happening with our economy, our forex issues. We now have a new administration. What a position they're in at this point in time. I'll let you have a final say.
My encouragement to, number one, our present administration is, we as a region, and also Trinidad and Tobago, we must seek our interests. And wherever there may be alignment with U.S. policy, then if it's within our interests, then we pursue it. But secondly, I think we must be very cautious of not only the precedents that we set, but the outcomes that can happen from any ill-thought process. Because the truth is, we are not just neighbors to Venezuelans, but we have a lot of diplomatic ties, we have historical ties, we have cultural ties. And whatever transpires within the boundaries of Venezuela does not stay in Venezuela.
Yeah, and Wale, I mean, also we got family ties, that's an important tie there too. We'll keep monitoring this development. I'm sure next week, if anything shifts, we'll get a chance to touch base again. You keep it safe.
Thank you so much, Jason. Have a great day.
Yeah, all the best. And again, let's keep our eyes and monitor that development. Despite all what's taking place, we must keep that awareness on developments outside the borders of Trinidad and Tobago. We take a quick pause, and we come back. Full details with a fantastic showcase, oil and music. See you soon.
Established in 1984, Telecom Security Services is the best in cash in transit with our armored vehicles with impeccable record. Featuring 24-hour surveillance to protect our clients' valuables. This is asset security that's equipped and efficient. From a modern head office, we deliver quality and trust, mitigating risk. Operational excellence with highly trained and dedicated staff. The best, cost-driven security solution. Telecom Security Services.
Hello, Trinidad and Tobago. Have you noticed the XL products at your local pharmacy? Endorsed by cricket star Andre Russell and many more, these supplements represent the pinnacle of natural health solutions, trusted for their efficacy and purity.
Great deals with PRW Back to School. Save big with laptops starting from $3,100. Sky 7-inch tablet only $465. Need a printer? We've got it starting from $625. Get a 40-inch RCA TV only $1,850. 19.5-inch LG monitor $699. Secure your home with our security combo starting from $3,000. Call PRW today 285-9779. Check us in store for keyboards, webcams, stationery, and lots more.
Did you know a business degree leads to diverse career opportunities and advancement? Start an internationally recognized business degree from the world-ranked University of Hertfordshire at CTS College. Classes are 1 day per week with mostly assignment-based assessments. Plus, with 3 intakes per year and flexible payment options, getting started is easy. Holders of an associate degree, advanced diploma or ABE Level 5 diploma can complete this program in only 12 months. Call CTS College today and find out how you can get $6,000 off.
Well, let me tell you one. You see a brethren here seen a long time, and they step in studio, and even last night when I got the notes concerning the show, I said, boy, the man behind the production of the Freebird Festival, I've been hearing this advertising. It's been gaining a nice momentum, and of course, Chair Lee Wing, my good friend with me, to give details. Respect, brother?
Respect.
Long time, man. Well, I know when you involved in a project, it's going to be top tier, and I've been hearing, whatever the marketing team doing, bro, they're doing a great job because this is in circulation. And I'm happy because it's Independence Day. We have an icon, that people are going to get a chance to embrace, a national treasure. But the venue, I found it to be rather interesting because I love that space, and I know there would have been lots of meetings, and I guess, it was strategic, I would imagine, using Petrotrin compound for this. So I want to get into the venue and the location and timing. Let's get into some of the logistics first.
Sure. So we decided to go with the Petrotrin compound and specifically the Point of Pear golf course, right? The theme, oil and music, we touched on it on many levels. Petrotrin, of course, oil, our national instrument born out of the steel drum. So that married with, David Rudd is a personal fave of mine, but a national icon, as you would have mentioned. So this just seemed like the right way to go, the right name. Everything came together really nicely.
And then David also gave us a song called Oil and Music some years ago too. This is such a great showcase. So walk me through, what's the start time? Where do people park? Because I know obviously Petrotrin, you have to go through, well, I guess the front gate by the Gasparillo side, not the back end.
Gasparillo entrance,
right,
correct.
So the Gasparillo entrance.
Yeah, so start time is 2 p.m. In terms of logistics with parking, we try to keep it very orderly on that compound. So there's parking assigned and then shuttles to the actual venue because, that compound is pretty expansive. Yeah. So that would be the parking arrangement. And then we start at 2 and we go until 10 because we want it to be a full day of a food and music festival. So 2 things Trini love. We love our belly and we love our culture. So this is focused very heavily around the food as well. So the top gourmet chefs, food inclusive, of course. So the top gourmet chefs, you have Freebird, Show Cafe, Parlor Royale, Chef Bridget, Chef G with the vegetarian options, and 12 by Rishi. And then, of course, all of our local faves. So you're talking the bacon shark, the doubles, the curry duck, the sauce, all of our local sweets, etc.
Fantastic. So food, inclusive, of course, great music. Other than David, who else is on the cast for the music?
So on the music, this is a part we actually working on. We just had rehearsals last night. So we incorporating a lot of collab sets to show the diversity and the collaboration between the different aspects of our culture. So for example, David Rudder being backed by Exodus. We have Skiffle backing Urfanals and Sherwin Winchester. We have Freetown Collective. We have Charlon Bailey, the son of the Mighty Shadow, doing a tribute to the Mighty Shadow. We have, of course, Mangal Patasa. We have Drupati. We have Ricky Jai. We have Ja Melody. So it's not about soca, it's about our local entertainers, the diversity of our music offering.
Well, of course, this is happening on Independence Day itself. Any kind of, when the sun sets, any kind of, I don't want to say fireworks per se, because I know that's a different kind of consideration, but I'm sure there's going to be, I guess, decor. There's going to be some kind of, I would imagine.
Yeah, so the level of production going into this, I mean, you would know, very high level production. We actually have Lullaby doing the stage, the effects, so you can expect the CO2, the gerbs, the sparks, the flames. This is something that we're actually planning cues into all the sets. We have fire breathers planned with artists, stick fighters, cultural production. So it's a full production going into this as well. Fantastic.
I want to find out, as it pertains to the tickets, physical, or is it all online?
Both. Both. This is a very broad, this appeals to a very broad age range. So we have the online tickets via Ilani, and then we have ticket outlets where you can purchase your physical. So we have, of course, the Freebird restaurant, we have 519, Show Cafe, Tipsy Ibis in Port of Spain, and all of the Munch Kings outlets across Trinidad and Tobago.
What you would say the dress code is for this? Independent chic? I try to figure out a touch of red, white, and black. What you anticipate?
So we don't want to restrict persons to a specific color, but we would like persons to come out in red. And of course, it's Independence Day, so we want people to express themselves. So it could range from your casual panorama wear, a little elegant fete wear. It could be elements of your carnival costume that you remix and wear with something casual as well. So any way you feel like dressing is a festival.
Let me tell you, again, as I said, the marketing team, they've been doing a great job, because I've been hearing this coming up, and it's coming up on my feed. What's the feedback you getting concerning this showcase, this production?
Yeah, so the feedback on the ground is amazing right now. People are really looking forward to seeing how everything comes together. And I feel like people also wanted something different to do, not just a fete, but something with a little more thought, a little more patriotism. Two elements that we also included that people are actually really excited about, stilt walking lessons and steel pan lessons, courtesy Exodus. So while you're there during the day, eating, drinking, liming, you can learn to beat a little pan, you can learn to stilt walk as well.
I'm so happy that you all brought this. Yes, I understand the whole concept of the oil and music, taking it to Petrotrin, and that whole history and the legacy of the space. But South, I'm just happy that South is getting something special, specially delivered for that night. I'll give you a chance to put in your closing remarks, Ria. Go right ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. You can look forward to an amazing show, well thought out productions, the best cuisine that Trinidad has to offer, and an overall good time on Independence Day.
Again, put it up there. It's Oil and Music Independence Day into the nighttime from 2 p.m. to 10. They might even go a little bit beyond. You never know, because again, it's going to be such a vibe. And King David Michael Rudder, national treasure, the likes of Sherwin, Urfan Alves. You're seeing Skiffle Bunch in the mix. You must have Skiffle there. So, must have Skiffle. It's going to be tremendous. It's going to be tremendous. And you heard it right here via the Morning Brew. All the best, my bro. Respect and manners.
Have a good one.
Every time, man, every time. We take a quick pause. We come back. Much more to come as we work our way to 8 o'clock. See you soon.
Big ambition starts with clear vision. This back-to-learning season, Rera Optical has eyewear packages for every learner. For kids 15 years and under, get a free frame with lenses starting at just $495. Scholars, it's time to level up your look with frame plus lenses from $750. Lifelong learners, purchase any frame $1,099 plus and unlock up to 30% off premium lenses like Eisen, Varilux, and Transitions in 8 bold colors. And don't miss your chance to win a $1,500 learning supply voucher or transition lenses when you purchase any eyewear package. Ferrera Optical, big ambition, clear vision. Visit us in store today. This promotion is NOCB approved.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, and roti makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose, and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg, and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
Science calls it AMPK, your body's built-in system for burning fat, balancing blood sugar, and fueling energy. Berberine Plus naturally supports AMPK, helping you feel better, live better, be better. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, powerful results naturally.
Some nights call for more than just a slice. At Rizzoli's, we serve pizza the way it was meant to be. Brick-fired, old, and brought out fresh, again and again. This is all you can eat, Rizzoli style, where the pizzas come to you. Crisp crusts, rich sauce, melty cheese, every round with new toppings, new flavors, and no limit. Every Friday from 4 p.m. Join us at Movie Town, Fiesta Plaza, Port of Spain, or C3 Movie Town, San Fernando. So go ahead, stay for that next slice. We'll keep them coming.
Welcome to ABC Doors and Windows, T&T's #1 destination for the best quality and widest variety of doors and windows. Enhance your space with our premium wooden, steel panels, fiberglass, and steel security doors, complemented by our aluminum, UPVC, and steel windows. Shop for the best quality and service at ABC Doors and Windows. Visit our impressive showroom at 1 Chanka Trace, El Socorro South, or call 638-7184 to get started. Trust ABC for a better choice.
I have 2 amazing guests with me as we work our way to the 7 o'clock hour. Marissa Benin joins me on the Zoom line. Hi, Marissa. Great to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Marissa.
That's right, and of course, well, Wendy Fitzwilliam is in the what I saw on the Wendy, I've been real. What I saw, I get the notes the night before, and I saw you coming on. I put on my nice shirt, I put on my nice shirt. I said yes. I said, "Can I plain shirt today?" Wendy, great to see you.
Jason, you're such a delightful clown, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, I've been honest and sincere. Ladies, I mean, let me just say, this coming together, it is something tremendous. I'm seeing, of course, Queen's Hall, the venue, next Tuesday. Alvin Ali?
Yes, Alvin Ailey.
Ailey, sorry. Yes. Alvin Ailey. Walk me through what will be the experience and the takeaway. Probably I can start with you, Wendy, and I'll let Marissa chime in.
Yes, so I don't know if you know anything about dance? Because Alvin Ailey, Jason, is one of the world's premier dance companies, period. Based in New York City, born and bred out of New York. They've produced one of the most, or if not the most popular modern dance of the last, I would say, 20, 30 years, right? Called Revolutions, which they will be doing here in Trinidad and Tobago on the 26th at Queen's Hall. It is a performance, a gala performance that is hosted by Play for the Arts, which Marissa started, an organization out of Jamaica, focused on dance specifically, which is not only brings international talent to the region, but there is always an exchange, training for our dancers, so workshops for our dancers, and the opportunity in some instances to in turn under the organizations, the dance companies that she brings to the region. She's been doing this in Jamaica since 2016. So what's that, almost a decade?
Almost, yeah.
This is the first time that Play for the Arts is putting on a gala in Trinidad and Tobago. And when Marissa approached me to participate, I was like, yes, absolutely.
This is a big deal. And Marissa,
yes.
I understand, Marissa, of course, amalgamation. Walk me through your inspiration, your involvement, and your greatest takeaway, honestly, putting all this together and being able to connect on that level with your audience.
Well, you know, I usually travel every year to see international galas, and I wanted something like that in Jamaica, and then by extension in the region. And so once I looked at what they were doing, I wanted something different. So this is actually a curated gala where I literally select some of the best dances, the best dancers, and the best choreography around the world, literally. So we've had from duets from the Bolshoi, we've had Misty Copeland, the first Black woman to be named principal in American Ballet Theatre. We've had some of the greatest dances, Chroma. This, for me, this year is really used because, as Wendy said, Revelations is actually the most watched modern dance in history. It is Alvin Ailey's most iconic work, and that will be touring the region, and that for me is a big deal. What also is important is the coming together of the region, and that is why when Wendy was recommended to me, I was so excited, worried that she would say yes. And she's been an absolute dream thus far, and I know this is just round one.
Yeah.
So we have dances from, for example, Revelations, and we have a world premiere that's coming to the region that is choreographed by a Jamaican attorney, choreographer as well, Renee McDonald, and she has choreographed that on the Ailey Company. So it is a big deal, and we have a piece from the Jamaican Collective, which is yet again an amalgamation of the best dancers from Jamaica. And let me just do the plug from now. We want to have a regional collective. So I'm looking for the best dancers from the region to be a part of this collective, as next year is our 10th anniversary.
Yes.
So, we get bigger every year.
Marissa, I'll come back to you in a moment concerning your masterclass that's happening on Monday, but I just want to bring Wendy in to find out the parallel between pageantry, modeling, that aspect of entertainment and dance. They both celebrate discipline, and I would imagine there are lots of lessons to learn within the both worlds.
Oh, absolutely. And what a lot of people don't know about me is that I danced ballet from the age of 3.5 until I was 16. As a 6-foot-tall woman, yeah. I was about 6'5" when I stopped.
Okay.
I was just too tall to lead anything.
She's a ballet dancer?
Yes, and it was very difficult to get on point.
That was
That's why the ballerinas tend to be between 4'11"
yes.
and 5'6" max. 5'6" is a huge ballerina because standing on your toes for extended periods of time and jumping on your toes, not easy. But I've always enjoyed dance, and more importantly, I appreciate dance as well. And once Marissa approached me, this is an opportunity to celebrate and center dance in Trinidad and Tobago in the same way we center our music or we center steel pan. So there are certain times, like I'm a pan jumbie, so even outside of the pan season, like now, because it's International Steel Pan Day recently, and around Carnival, if you sort of like pan, you will participate because we center it. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm a pan jumbie, so I don't have to center it. I center it all the time.
All the time, yeah.
This is our opportunity for those who are not like the biggest fans of dance in its purest form. We tend to sometimes in Trinidad and Tobago see dance as a lovely to have in other performances. And this is centering dance, centering our dancers and creating opportunities for our dancers, both locally and internationally.
Well said, Wendy. Let me bring Marissa back in the minute that remains here. Marissa, could you tell me about the masterclass, and then we'll get into some details as to timing for Tuesday and where folks can get tickets.
So we have a masterclass at the University of the West Indies, and it will be actually conducted by the artistic director of ALE 2, Francesca Harper, who is very excited to see the talent in Trinidad. And, you know, I want the dancers to believe every time you go in front of someone like that, think of it as an audition. You never know what can happen, so bring your best game. And a part of what we do is that once we hire someone to come and dance, in Jamaica or wherever, a part of my agreement is that you give back something. You give back a class, a talk. So sometimes we have something called a dance talk and a master class. And I think Trinidad is getting a little bit of both. You get a full master class, and then the dancers will be able to ask questions about, you know, what do I need to do to become a professional? Nice. And, you know, there are dancers in Trinidad who knows these things. I mean, you have dancers that are in the Lion King all over the world and other great musicals. So this is just, you know, a continuation and something to solidify what we can do creatively with dance.
Marissa Benin, sincere thanks for bringing this to us. Continue the great work. Love Jamaica, land we love out of many one people. That's my place. And you all know how to dance. Trust me, you all born with it.
Absolutely.
You know. So all the best, Marissa. See you next week. Wendy, where can we get tickets as we wrap things up?
Tickets are available, of course, at Queen's Hall box office at Java Nation, and on Island e-tickets. So while you're stuck in traffic, you're waiting at a long traffic light, buy your tickets.
Fantastic. Wendy, see you all Tuesday at Queen's Hall for this amazing showcase. And you heard it right here on The Morning Brew. We're going to get ourselves ready for news at the top, and we come back with much more. Wendy, all the best.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thunderwal, powering industry, fueling progress. Reliable fuel pumps, meters and nozzles. From dock to deck, marine tools, hoses, PPE and fittings. Hydraulic, automotive and food-grade oils and lubricants. For all your manufacturing needs. Pallet jacks, intrinsically safe tools and more. Browse livestock and prices on our website at www.vanderwailtt.com. Visit us today.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza, Endeavour Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
What should your parents use to fight inflammation?
Omega XL.
What do you think I should take, babe?
My mommy and daddy should use Omega XL to fight inflammation.
Good morning, I'm Liana Maharaj with headline news on CNC3 and the TBC radio network. Days after U.S. President Donald Trump deployed military assets to the region to combat narco-terrorism and drug trafficking, an international relations expert is cautioning the government of TNT to maintain neutrality. Dr. Anthony Gonzalez says while he does not anticipate a direct escalation of the situation, the government must be vigilant and resist any overture that could pull TNT into the fray.
You have to be very cautious and try not to get involved on one side or the other. You have to try to steer a kind of ship of neutrality, if you want to put it like it, and non-alignment. You maintain good relations with everybody. Try not to be a proxy of anybody. And try as far as possible to get some kind of diplomacy going, some kind of negotiation going between the two parties.
Regional security expert Gavin Hira noted that while presence of U.S. military vessels in Caribbean waters is not unprecedented, there could be underlying motives at play. He too urged caution. And while there have been no signs of U.S. warships off the coast, some Cedras residents are divided. Some view the U.S. as an intruder, while others view the situation as a shield against drug cartels that threaten Caribbean peace.
I feel good. That's a good ride. And then, when no drugs aren't coming in, man. If it's drugs, that'd be nice. It's gone. Everyone's coming in, and you know where it's coming from.
Fisherman Donald Dipchand says he believes the U.S. presence could deter crime, but wants local enforcement to be boosted.
Here we have a little Coast Guard thing here. We run a little pirogue there right there presently. They're running it. I'm doing a little job here, but you have to get a big standby here so that they could base one of the Coast Guard here and use the little boats on them to do the transshipment with the passengers, like the workers and things, instead they had to run in tongue to do exchange right through.
At the San Fernando Fishing Center, frustration is mounting among fishermen who say their facility has been hijacked. President of the San Fernando Fishing Cooperative, Bobby Suklal Singh, says a privately owned party boat has been moored at the government jetty for over a month now. He insists the area was built for fishing vessels, not private entertainment. Fisherfolk say they are being denied mooring space while partygoers consume alcohol, just steps away from fuel storage. They want Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar to reigning Agriculture Minister Ravi Ratiram, who they believe played a role in granting access to the vessel. With over 100 fishing vessels depending on the facility, fishermen say their livelihoods are now competing with nightlife. They want the Prime Minister to intervene before tensions boil over at King's Wharf. Those were your 7 a.m. news headlines. We'll have another news update at 8 a.m. on the TBC Radio Network.
Deleting dengue, brought to you by Flamingo, a mosquito kryptonite.
Tip number 6. Monitor for severe symptoms. Be alert for warning signs of severe dengue, such as severe abdominal pain, persistent vomiting, rapid breathing, bleeding gums, fatigue, and restlessness. If any of these symptoms occur, it's important that you seek emergency medical care.
Welcome to Roystonia Muse. If you're in the market for a chic living space or investment property, our units at Roystonia Muse can fit your needs. These properties are sleek, well-engineered, and beautifully constructed, with a layout that offers lots of space and natural light. With 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths and over 1,700 square foot of living space, units start at just $1.85 million. Take this step to acquiring your piece of this beautiful community. Let us welcome you to your forever home.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
Shop Southern Food Basket anniversary specials. Lucette potatoes 5 pounds for $17.95. Green cabbage $7.95 per pound. Gala apples 10 for $20. Clorox 1 gallon $26.95. Snuggle bathroom tissue 12 pack $19.95. Bright wash laundry detergent 900 grams 2 for $19.95. With every $300 you spend at any Southern Food Basket, you can qualify to win a brand new Suzuki Grand Vitara. Much more prizes to be won, including Caribbean getaways, staycations, and shopping sprees.
Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung, and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
Welcome back. It's going to be an action-packed second hour, but as always, we get the ball rolling with your daily health tip. Compliments, Omega XL. Enjoy.
The Daily Health Tip, brought to you by Omega XL, where health is wealth.
Are you tired of dealing with joint pain, stiffness, or just feeling run down? You're not alone, and believe it or not, chronic inflammation might be the sneaky culprit. It's more common than you think, and it often flies under the radar until it starts affecting your daily life. Let's dive into a little science. In a major 2019 study involving over 120,000 participants, researchers uncovered something incredible. Omega-3 fatty acids, the healthy fats found in fish oil, can significantly reduce inflammation throughout the body. That means less pain, improved mobility, healthier joints, better heart health, and even a boost in your energy levels. But here's the real eye-opener. People who took just over 1 gram of omega-3s a day saw even more dramatic benefits. Imagine what that could mean for your body if you're consistent with the right supplement. And that brings us to Omega XL. This isn't your typical fish oil. Omega XL is a premium omega-3 supplement made from a unique oil extract sourced from the green-lipped mussels of New Zealand's clean, pristine waters. It's a powerful, highly concentrated formula that's not only backed by over 30 years of research, it's also trusted by thousands worldwide for relieving joint pain and supporting heart health. What makes it even better? It's gentle on your stomach, contains no fishy aftertaste, and delivers results you can actually feel. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent, or just someone who wants to feel better day to day, Omega XL is a game changer. So, are you ready to say goodbye to inflammation and hello to a better you? Make the move toward better health. Try Omega XL today and feel the difference for yourself.
The Daily Health Tip, brought to you by Omega XL, where health is wealth.
So, with that, we're going to take a pause and we come back with your Mind Your Business segment. It's going to get very delicious. The mango melee. Details from Madonna. Up next.
Welcome to RD Good Health Medical Center, your trusted partner in total wellness. We're conveniently located at 34B Southern Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas. From consultations to diagnostics, vaccinations, and women's health, we're here for you. Our cutting-edge tech includes a 124-slice CT scanner, X-ray, ultrasound, and full lab services to ensure you get everything under one roof. Plus, our dialysis center offers expert, affordable care. RD Good Health, caring for you every step of the way. Contact us at 223-3730 or WhatsApp 725-4663 today.
Need to upgrade to a better phone system? Contact the experts at Voice Outsourcing. In office or remote, our phone system allows you to take every call. Grow your bottom line by offering excellent customer service. Call 217-1895 or 628-8182 or email today.
Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or simply someone who values their health, Omega XL can empower you to keep doing what you love. Don't let joint discomfort hold you back.
Live long, stay strong with the XL brand.
Muscle Russell.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest local importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Call us today at 701-6488, 701-6680, 728-6786, or visit our website to order.
Well, panel, we have the founder of the Mango Melee TT, Madonna Rodette, and she joins me again to get into the mango discussion. And for those who know me personally, family and friends, I love a mango. At the time I suck about 20, Julie, in one go, you know. I felt a bit, it didn't greet me well. I was about 13 now. Me and my cousin Adrian went to see who could suck the most mango, and they used to do shipments. And yeah, about 20, I remember, but I won't do that again. But nonetheless, Madonna, always a joy to have you. You have done tremendous work. You're the way you're able to remix and find creative ways to produce and to make mango into delicacies, into fruit medleys. You brought me a nice little, what, there's a bread, mango bread?
So this is a sourdough and cranberry mango bread.
Oh, Madonna, good morning and welcome again.
Thank you for having us.
Fantastic. So what's the latest? I mean, obviously, I know you have the Artisan Mango Festival. Walk me through what's happening this year.
So we're back again, and I feel like this year is the first year since 2019 that we're really fully back.
Back to full strength.
Yeah, we're back to full strength, full offerings, and we're really excited. One thing I would say that COVID has taught us is the importance of the cottage industry for our local economy. You know, circulating income in the communities, helping to develop the economy, right? We are looking forward to. You just mentioned how much mangoes you suck. I feel you have the makings of a fast mango sucker, you know. And we have the fastest mango sucker contest, the best mango dessert, the best mango cocktail. So people who think, you know, they're really good at making a good mango cocktail, you know, come on down and try your luck. You could win cash prizes.
You know, I'm sampling this year. This is real good with that. What is this again?
This is a sourdough. Cranberry and mango bread.
Team, I'm going to share this with you all guys. I just had some in the corner. You all could deal with the next half. Amazing. So, walk me through. Well, before we get into the products, I see you brought some books. We have some authors who are doing books about mango themed stories.
Yes. So, Trinidad and Tobago has some very talented mango authors. We have the memories from a Dudu's mango. We have
a Dudu strain, but I think you're telling me it might not be Dudu's, it might actually be...
No, actually, Labrador is a type of Dudu's.
So Labrador is a Dudu's?
It's a type of Dudu's. Okay. Then we have Mr. Hawk Eagle and the Julie Mango. And we have Mango Mouth Marlin. And a lot of people would hear about Mango Mouth Marlin on the Mango Melee Facebook page and Instagram page, because we have a coloring contest for children from 8 to 11. And it's all about Mango Mouth Marlin, and they'll be able to give their perspective on what Mango Mouth Marlin's mangoes look like and so on. So that's another contest we have.
Fantastic.
That people can bring, you know, parents can bring their children and get them involved.
So we have books. Is that mango infused soap I'm seeing here?
Yes, it is.
This is soap. Let me see this. With mango in it?
So this is a Castile soap. Incorporated with mango, and we use different varieties of mango. This one has calabash.
So you're getting, let me get. Okay.
Some people might be familiar with the local cottage industry soaps, and we offer quite a lot. You know, we help to reduce the not just the food import, but all other products.
Yeah.
Right, import bill, by purchasing local, and we have quite, I dare say, we have quite high quality products. So people can come down. What I love about the Mango Melee is you can come down and you can have that one-on-one conversation with us. You can discuss, you know, allergies, you can pre-order products, you can order in bulk, you can order to export. We have customers that do that. They come and they meet us and oh my gosh, I love this bread. Can I get 5? I'm having a party coming up. You're able to have that one-on-one, and it helps to develop the cottage industry.
What I find ironic, and I don't know if it's been your experience too, Madonna, you find lots of foreigners, when they get a sample and taste the local product, they requested more than folks who actually live in here.
Yes, because I have a member of the group who said her sauces, she does pepper sauce, and her sauces reach all the way to Scotland.
Yeah.
And the person sent her a photo of the pepper sauce on the table, right? And told her that everybody loved it. And they sent for, I believe it's a case or two, and she exported it to them.
Normal. So the mango bites, let's walk through the mango bites, and then again want to get some details concerning the festival, where, timing, and is it a advance ticket something, or everybody just
no, it's Trini favorite word, free.
All right, beautiful.
So admission is free. You just come on down, whether you want to walk, travel, drive, come to the meeting. We're glad to have you.
And again, it's a Center of Excellence?
It's at Center of Excellence in Terrania Hall. And
Independence Day too, eh?
And I was going to say, and we are celebrating Trinidad and Tobago's 63rd anniversary in mango style.
Hold on, go back to that sign there, guys. I'm seeing, I know you did mention mango sucker. There's a prize for the fastest mango sucker?
Yes, there is. So we're in search of the 2025 fastest mango sucker.
$500?
And that person could win $500.
What? I love it.
So you're getting to eat mangoes. And you could win a prize.
Well, right now I'm eating some mango bites. Walk me through. What's this exactly?
So this is dehydrated mango bites by Tropical Dehydrate.
Dried mango slices.
Local mangoes, local business, local snacks. We're all about local.
I never had mango like this before. How spicy is it spicy?
So it depends on your tolerance. If you're a pepper person, you'll be all right.
Let me go in. Let me go in brave. Let me go in brave here.
You have to see this. And they have different levels. So the pepper connoisseur to the, I just need a little kick.
Madonna, have a kick there now. Woman. God, that's not sweat. Woman, tea. Madonna, have a kick.
You need
okay, no, I was able to handle it. Yeah, good. I know she'll kick, but I think
we see.
I figure it out now. But it's nice though. You know what?
This is a flavorful pepper. It's not just the kick and.
Yes, let me tell you. In terms of you're going on a road trip, you know, sometimes people like the little snacks to go away, whatever the case. Listen, to each their own. But me, I would buy something like this and just.
So it's something easy to pack, to take with you on the road, on a plane, on a boat, and you don't have to worry about it spoiling.
Yeah, because again, it's dried. It's already preserved and everything.
Yes.
This you could only get this like, let's say, like in the Mango Festival or like in a pop-up? Or you
so it's available in a few local stores. Okay. Right? And as they're working on getting it into more stores around the country, but you can find them in a few stores. And on the Facebook page, we will post at the festival where you can contact each artisan to purchase their products.
Oh boy, let me tell you, Julie's my favorite. What's your favorite mango?
Starch. I'm a starch girl.
Yeah, I like the starch too. I
grew up with 2 Julie mango trees.
So it was, enough.
So I think I reached my Julie limit.
But let me ask, in terms of the mangoes being used, is it that they could use any mango, or is there a particular mango that's the go-to to create, let's say, these fruit medleys, the dried mangoes, or even say the cake and stuff, or the bread?
In terms of the dehydrated fruit, no mango is off limits.
Anyone.
But when we're baking, we tend to want to ease up on the Julie. I don't want to say stay away, ease up on the Julie, because the flavor of it, when it's baked, tends to get a little, not overwhelming, but it changes a bit. And some people, or a lot of people, don't like the flavor. So we either blend it with another mango to tone it down a little bit, because Julie mango flavor is very powerful.
Yeah, it's a very powerful profile.
Yeah. So we either tone it down, or we use another mango. And the fleshy mangoes tend to be the best mangoes to either bake with, or use in juices, pastries, and so on. Well, in terms of skincare, we can use any mango.
I could talk mango all morning, Madonna. This is, trust me, a great initiative. It's one we support. Again, let's put the information up for those who want to be part of it on Independence Day. Madonna, walk us through it. Start time and finish time.
We start at 10 o'clock and we finish at 4:30, because we want people to be able to, get ready for the fireworks and so on.
Don't know fireworks, No fireworks in town this year?
None in town.
Well, yes, people might do their own personal thing, I guess, probably down south or whatever, but...
Yeah, but there are a few places that still have.
Do not something?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Well, again, admission absolutely free. The mango melee. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you, where you figure, guys, who you feel inside there will win the fastest mango sucker prize there, guys? Who you feel got it inside there? Let me get a name. Oh, Kendall. Kendall, you've been... Kendall! You're the man. We're going to send Kendall. Yeah.
Okay.
See, you're real good with it. But nonetheless, any closing remarks, anywhere we could find all the information online or even monitor all your progress online?
So we are on Facebook and Instagram. We even have one more online contest to come. And it's really hilarious seeing the responses to the contest. So people, it's excitement building. So I'll tell people, tune in to Facebook and Mango Melee TT, and on Instagram you can find us on Mango Melee, and you can participate in the contest. You'll win a prize and you collect your prize at the Mango Melee, of course. Amazing.
Madonna, you have tapped into a really amazing lane. Mango is something we know since since you're born, you know mango, but to bring it on this level and to give it to me the esteem it rightfully deserves. Don't get me wrong, I love all fruits. I love my sapodilla. I love all fruits, but you see mango?
I agree.
Oh yeah. Madonna, thanks again. All the best. And guys,
thank you.
We'll share this after, right? This is tasting fantastic. Nakisha, you're going to enjoy this. With that being said, we'll take the pause again. Independence Day, Center of Excellence. Be there for the Mango Melee, the Artisan Mango Festival. We're going to come back, get something on pave, what the ground is saying, a couple of our housekeeping segments, and then later on, poetry and some music towards the end. See you soon.
Don't forget, we are Food Basket Superstore right here in Arima. Come see for yourself, from stationeries to household items and so much more right here at Food Basket Superstore in Arima.
I really love the variety. There's something for everyone here.
Wait, you thought Christmas in July was over? Think again. Bright Ideas is slaying it till September. The deals you love are still here. Kitchen must-haves, home decor, and back-to-school steals. Plus the best prices on stationery. Get 12 copybooks for just $12.99. Copyright paper only $29.99. And 6 notebooks for $18.99. Plus so much more. Shop in-store or online at brightideashomestore.com. But hurry, these deals melt away September 9th.
Great deals with PRW Back to School. Save big with laptops starting from $3,100. Sky 7-inch tablet only $465. Need a printer? We've got it starting from $625. Get a 40-inch RCA TV only $1,850. 19.5-inch LG monitor $699. Secure your home with our security combo starting from $3,000. Call PRW today 285-9779. Check us in-store for keyboards, webcams, stationery, and lots more.
New Superstay Teddy Tent from Maybelline, New York. Blurred mats, no transfer. Up to 12-hour wear, and a plush feel. New Superstay Teddy Tent, Maybelline, New York.
Struggling with heart health or frequent migraines? Discover the simple steps to reclaim your energy and vitality.
We're diving into a topic that affects about 422 million people around the world: diabetes.
Tune into Wellness Unlocked, the series that delivers expert advice, practical tips, and inspiring stories to help you take control of your health and well-being. Your health matters. Don't miss Wellness Unlocked. Watch now on CNC3 and take the first step toward better health.
Built to Last has a massive sale on roofing materials, including standing seam. Invest in durable roofing sheets at unbeatable prices. Choose our supply and installation package and enjoy huge savings on your roof. Quality materials, quality prices, quality workmanship. Our name says it all. Built to Last, for roofing that is built to last. We will not be beaten on price. Enjoy free delivery and free roll forming of standing seam and guttering on site. Call us now, 355-7703.
26 minutes after 7 o'clock, let's get into our Get Something and Pave segment. Again, a chance to, in real time, show you some of the issues happening in the community. We will be coming to an area near you soon. I've received some messages from our viewership and our supporters in the Southland. So South, we will be in your area soon to just bring and highlight some of these major issues. Again, Get Something and Pave. We head back to the West in Diego Martin. See for yourself. It's not every day that we come back to a location already covered under the umbrella of Get Something and Pave. Usually, we bring forward the particular recommendation, the powers that be, they activate and sort it out with immediacy. But this issue, I am, again, very concerned and honestly disturbed. We were here months ago, Quarry Street to be exact, in Diego Martin. And I'm looking at this scenario. Nothing has been done. The drain is stagnant. You can see the collection of plastic bottles, bad for the environment, and clearly not good for the space and the community. And well, needless to say, the smell leaves much to be desired. And as we go further afield, the ride into Quarry Street is rougher than what is experienced obliquely opposite at Double Palm. This is what I describe as a rough ride, ladies and gentlemen. You have to negotiate holes, a faulty manhole cover, bush that is growing in a manhole cover, a dip that is filled with silt and stone, and further afield it gets even worse. This is a shambles. This is embarrassing. This is a major issue. And I'm asking the powers that be, please, our second time at this location, and clearly there was no remedy. We're asking to get something and pave. And a matter of fact, before we get the something and pave, let me walk with you. Let me take you for a moment on the main road for you to see what's happening here. I don't want to wrap up yet. What is this? This is a cover over a manhole with, again, stagnant water. It looks very deep. This one, there is no covering. So you could only imagine if any child, any elderly person is not familiar with the space and they have to negotiate there. Let me get a stone to see the depth. Hold on. Let me get a stone to see the depth of this issue here. Hold on. Let me. Stone is still going. The stone, there's no end. And of course, let me hold on to the railing here because, folks, this is literal moss. It's green. Folks, you can do the James Brown here on this. This, I'm walking and tipping on my toe. This is unacceptable. So again, watch the site. Moss into two manhole covers, compromised, and as you bend the corner, as mentioned, the ride is rougher than what is experienced obliquely opposite by the Double Palm. I'm asking the powers that be to get something and pave. Sort it out. This is not what we're talking about when we consider Quarry Street and what is expected of the residents and what they should be having to treat and deal with. They want better. And as a nation, wherever you are, if there's an issue, we'll sort you out. We say get something and pave. We say pave it. Listen, no CG, no editing. That's literally what folks in Quarry Street have to deal with every single day. Our second time there in so many months, and I'm hoping with this second visit, that could get to the desk or into someone's phone within the ministry, within the corporation, somewhere, somehow, to sort that out. Not looking good at all. We say get something and pave. I mean, that you see the moss? Moss, you know. If we had to walk and step gingerly. And of course, well, the holes and the manhole. Oh, my goodness. You sweat for yourself. Let's continue It's What the Ground's Saying. It's a chance to hear from Trinidad and Tobago in real time on some of the major talking points. And we went to Port of Spain yesterday, and here is what the ground is saying. This is what I have to.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously, that development with President Trump and President Maduro, still early days. We're not too sure exactly what's going to take place, but one president is clearly trying to defend, as far as he's concerned, law and order. The other one is trying to defend his sovereignty. Warships being deployed, military arsenal being deployed to the Caribbean waters. What's your take on that? You think, I mean, you feel nervous at all about the developments?
I do feel nervous about it because where the army is concerned in Venezuela, they have over 2 million soldiers, and they have a lot of other warring and more rockets and all these type of weapons that we country cannot handle, right? Which is why we should not go to war. We should come together and have peace with each other as nations and the Caribbean, so where the war is with Donald Trump and all these things, I think we should come together.
So you think we might end up getting involved because of our location, if indeed they really square off?
Yes, we're in the water here. We're in the Caribbean.
We have a backlash due to a pandemic. We have a little pandemic epic with it, where food price might rise, and the next thing, it could benefit you if they start to use high power weapon. Maybe we could get a backlash. Maybe we might have to watch the borderline with it.
Because I mean,
concern, yes, but I don't know what will happen, because it's frightening. Because it's a right in the center.
What position do you think we should take if they end up squaring off?
I don't know. I don't know what position we'll take. So we'll have to do something.
Yeah.
But I don't know what.
Because Maduro mobilized about 4 million of his militia in a response, and he is, on the offensive. Naturally, I would imagine, based on the provocation, well, at least what he's seeing as a provocation.
Right, so remember that Maduro follows the old playbook that Chavez had, right? So he is a subset of what Chavez was doing, and he believes in that sort of thing, which is okay, and I can't be upset with Maduro for that.
What would that really do?
Well, I guess it would put us in a position of, I would imagine, having probably to support U.S. based on our relationship with them, because clearly, if they're going after Venezuela and we're so close to them, they'll have to probably do, I don't know. You let me know.
As it was in the beginning, so it would be in the end.
All right, well. The man says as it was in the beginning. So that means what? Trinidad will get back. We will reconnect to Venezuela. Because remember, we were part of Venezuela. Right? We are Venezuela, literally, Same flora, same fauna, same animals. The geologists will tell you that. We break off and we just say, Anyway, thank you so much. What the ground saying, man on the street giving their commentary. And by all means, with that, we're going to transition into our Poets Corner. A chance to hear the spoken word. We have a piece called Headlines. Jaron Ruiz joins us next, live.
Food Basket Marketplace is celebrating our 34th anniversary for the month of August, and you're invited. Massive deals like big deal peas and carrots, big deal kidney beans, buy 3 tins, get 1 free. Port Royal oil, 900 ml, buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 12 packs of toilet paper and get a pack of napkins free. Come and shop to win in one of our 34 shopping sprees. Big giveaways and free hampers to be won. Only at Food Basket Marketplace, Orima, Chaguanas, Shop Flair, and Goldfield. Food Basket, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket.
My story is an altar story.
I really know my skill was terrible. And within a year time, I do that level 1. I completed. What? That was like a dream.
I altar for a long while, I'm not lying. I altar jump out, I come, it challenging, it was hard, but I fight still. I started to feel nice, I started to feel sweet about myself.
Before altar, I was so nervous, never understand a lot of things. Altar is a nice place to learn. Like if any student in this program made a mistake, or the other students will turn and help out that student.
The teachers are very wonderful, which is one thing I love. The next thing I love about it, it's free. You can't study what person's making, the perception of person. You have to focus on what you want.
I am enjoying every moment in altar.
Today now, I can read, I can write,
I can spell, get into Alta, so you can write your story.
708-1990.
There's a new Cricks back with colors that pop. Huh? Yeah, say colors that pop. Same great Cricks that's in all your shops. T-shop, all your shops. Fresh new look, delicious to see. It looks so good, delicious to see. With toppings on top of time, I'm real hungry.
Yeah, boy, real hungry.
Cricks, new pack is a hit. Best food, yeah, so no sick. Ready for the shorting to fix your mix? Just reach for the new pack. Reach for your Cricks. Get your Cricks today. New look, same vital supplies.
Trinidad and Tobago. Have you noticed the XL products at your local pharmacy? Endorsed by cricket star Andre Russell and many more, these supplements represent the pinnacle of natural health solutions, trusted for their efficacy and purity.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Jaron Ruiz joins me for our spoken word segment, Spoken Word Artists, Poets Corner, a safe space every single Friday for those in the field. And you were literally here with me a couple of weeks ago talking about a showcase, and I'm happy we're going to get a chance to experience your work this morning. Great to see you again, G.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you.
Respect, man.
Thank you.
So again, in terms of the ability, at what point it went from just sharing probably with close friends and family to the wider audience? At what point you took that big step? I know you're part of a showcase. You mentioned that a couple of weeks ago, but could you recall first kind of performances, first time you really started to engage total strangers with your work?
Yeah, the first time would have been early 2020. The first time I would have been interested to do spoken would have been in 2019 during my English SB. But I remember at the start of 2020, right before the pandemic, I was interested in joining the National Poetry Slam. And I spoke to a bunch of my friends, my father, and I was like, should I do this? I don't really know, because it was still something that I wasn't really sure about. And I remember sitting down. I remember the exact conversation I had with my dad. It was in the church car park in Malabar, RC, and he was like, if you go for it, we're going to lose. So
was it a confidence thing? You wasn't sure if you was wondering how people will accept your work?
A bit, yeah, because I was very new to it. It wasn't something like, a lot of poets have this thing where like, oh, I've been writing since I was 6, and I have poets going back to second year, poems going back to second year, and I didn't have that, so it was something new for me, so I wasn't sure about it.
Yeah, and I ask every poet every single week in terms of when your piece is complete. At what point is the full stop really a full stop, or is your piece ever truly finished?
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something a lot of poets would experience, where you would think about a line that would be like, okay, this line could go really good in this poem, or experience something, or just not even relate to a poem anymore and just shelve it.
What you seem to lean towards when you're a writer? What seems to be a general theme?
I write about a lot typically, but thematically I use a lot of comedy in terms of like how I get across my things, and performance-wise I think it's one of the easiest, not easiest, but I think it's one of the most skillful ways to get across a point and also engaging an audience.
Yeah, and people listen also.
Yeah.
Because naturally, yes, you'll get a punchline inside there and people will laugh, and then they keep listening for the next punchline, but then sometimes the next punchline never comes, and you take them on that journey in terms of where you need to get them with the message. So I understand. I trust me, it's something I utilize also a lot. Hey, well, G, your piece is called Headlines. Never heard it before. And the nation and myself, we standing by to take it in. It's your Poets Corner, of course. Headlines. Enjoy.
St. Stephen's holds peace walk after student dies by suicide. Males are 2 times more likely to die by suicide globally. Man dies by suicide at Port of Spain waterfront. Male suicide rises in TNT. Between 2020 and 2023, there were 478 suicide victims in Trinidad and Tobago, where 4 out of 5 victims were men. How tragic it must be to have your life or your death summed up by a brief headline or statistic. This soul that was once filled with wishes, now just a number or a headline. I wonder what that must feel like. To have your name shining in the People article, but what some people don't realize, and becoming the 45th suicide of the year is more significant than your real life. But they probably tried everything before they decided to see skies. See, I am a man. That means I'm born with a disposition to despise this position. I know plenty of men who try to live their life, and I know a handful who try to take their own too. And I had to sit down and listen to my brothers talk about the date that they choose and try not to hug them. Because we grow up learning how to respect man, not to love them. But you see that thinking, I trying to unlearn that. I trying to show my brothers that love, you don't need to earn that. You deserve that. But my brothers don't know how to feel. They know how to cope. My brothers don't know how to deal. They know how to fold. My brothers don't know how to heal. They know how to hold. My brothers don't know how to speak. We know how to joke. Let your feelings be captured inside a meme or inside a post. Life as a man, you're either walking on a tight one or hanging off a rope. So you don't know. But then again, maybe you do. But I'd rather you plead ignorance than incompetence. I'd rather you be blissfully unaware than knowingly not comfort us. Some of we just walk around knowing that death not going to come for us because we actually choosing to go to him instead. And if you don't like how it sound, imagine what it feel like. My words is just a poem. Some people's words is their real life. For years, we're talking about male suicide prevention, but what some people don't realize is that it's easier to ask for forgiveness rather than permission for you to see skies. And the worst part, this poem will probably change nothing. Do you know how helpless that feels? Knowing that killing myself might get my point across better than this poem. Do you know how helpless that feels? For the headline to read, Jaron Rees, 22, dead to suicide, and knowing that that is a better line than I could ever write. Do you know how helpless that feels? Knowing that there'll probably be countless more headlines after me. Please check up on your male friends when they need, please. Men, it's also our responsibility, I know. I know sadness has its claws wrapped around that heart of yours. I know you've been having thoughts about what life might look like without you having yours. Please, go to therapy. Talk about how you feel. Let's have a million ways you could make a headline by being somebody. But in order to do that, you need to be. So please, be. Thank you.
Jaron, Jaron, let me tell you, that one was deep. You had a line inside there, bro. It blew my mind. You said death doesn't have to come to you. It's almost like you said like people...
You go into it.
You go into it then. Like basically you're doing risky behavior. That one, yeah, you know, that line blew my mind. Bro, that's a real strong piece. What's the general feedback when you perform that one?
People, it's a bit of a heavier one. I saw the irony immediately when I was like, oh yeah, I usually use comedy in my pieces, and then I come out and I do this very heavy piece.
I didn't want to wait until laugh, man. I see this man went different.
Yeah, but the feedback to it is generally a heavier mood, but people listen, and I think that's important for a topic like this. It's something that's very important to me, and it's a poem that I feel like I will perform until I die, and hopefully it will stop being an issue.
Yeah, and it could probably inspire some men, as you rightfully say, to get help, not suffer in silence. So many times, you feel like, you can handle it, and really and truly we can't sometimes, most times. So, important piece, timely piece. How can folks stay in touch with you, G?
So you could follow me on Instagram, on my personal Instagram. That's Jer_the_artist. Jer, like my name, G-E-R. You'll probably see it on the screen somewhere. But also on Instagram, you could follow my poetry group, The.Strugglers, as well as the NGO that I work with called Roots Foundation 868. That's the main places.
Yeah, look at that's the man right there, Jaron. Yes. That's right. G, all the best, man.
Thank you so much.
Great work. Great to have you back with us, and continue putting pen to paper, putting your thoughts out there and sharing with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really I personally enjoy this segment. Your Poets Corner every single Friday, a safe space for the spoken word artists to use words and inspire a nation. Up next, some music to take us up till 8 o'clock. It's going to be lots of fun. Stick around.
Oil and music at the Freebird Festival.
We are heading down to the Point of Pear Golf Course on our Independence Day. We celebrate our national instrument and our icons in true style. Witness a once-in-a-lifetime joint performance by King David Rudder. Backed by the powerful Exeter Steel Orchestra, Southland Skiffle, backing Irfan Alves, and Sherwin Winchester, I Sasha, Charlene Bailey. Also featuring Ricky Jai, Jam Melody, Trupati, Shimmy October, Mungal Patasaw, Shiv Shakti Dancers, Malik Tassa Drummers, and all of our beloved traditional characters.
The land of oil and music.
New promotions. Arima Door Center number 4, Cleaver Road, Arima is having new arrivals and new prices. See new security steel doors, $1,900. A variety of door handles starting at $60. Bathroom vanity sets, $1,700. So hurry to Arima Door Center.
What should your parents use to fight inflammation?
Omega XL.
Me hurting, my boy. What do you think I should take, babe?
My mommy and daddy should use Omega XL to fight inflammation.
Tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
Each day I ask myself, how can our country be better than it was yesterday? We all hope for a better society, but not many understand the power of their influence to change the world around them. A small act of kindness holds as much power as a camera, a mic, or even a seat in the parliament when it comes to achieving societal development. I understand that my purpose extends beyond being a mere observer. I am an active participant in shaping the world around me. From the stories I write to the newscast I produce, it is my hope that everyone is heard and understood. We are where you are.
Ask the Doctor's new season is here as Dr. Joel Tilak Singh covers a range of topics and, most importantly, answers all your medical questions.
Join us on Ask the Doctor live on CNC3 on Thursdays at a new time of 8:30 p.m. with a rerun on Fridays at 11 a.m.
David "The Face" Hamilton joins me on set to take us out with some music. It's been a minute since David was here with me on set, but men in the work, men in the lab, putting in the hours, and the man will tell him his brother is also tapping into the music, and that's your younger brother, right?
Yeah, Hams XL.
Well, you see, he inspired the man too. He watching you.
I guess so. Hey, that means we're doing something good, you know?
Respect, my brother. Good
For
to see
sure.
you.
Yeah, man.
What's the latest, man? Since last week, we sat, well, we had a chance to talk, sit down on the set, talk, and just hold a vibe.
Yeah, I try to remember. I remember this would have been on Synergy. Of course, I would have had Cheese Pan, Pack Juice, Big Up, Mikazmiastic, and those fellas and stuff. And I still have people coming up to me who was in secondary school or primary school even and telling me stuff.
Remember that?
Yeah. So now, of course, I have the album, Crapo Smoke the Pipe. It has the distinction of being the only other double album that's not a compilation other than, of course, Double M from Marshall. So, you know, like these days it's streaming, so we know any CD thing anymore. But back when we did CDs, we knew like Life After Death from Biggie would have been a double album.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So this is a double album as well. It has like a fire side and has a smoke side. So the fire side is like braggadocious, going hard, aggressive, everything. And the smoke side is more laid back, introspective, Trinidad stories, you know, storytelling, that kind of vibe. So I wanted to give two sides of my artistry on the project.
The double album is available right now?
Yeah, on all streaming services. You can even purchase it as well outright on Bandcamp. But if you're into the streaming, hey, them streams is add up, you know. Just check it out, Trinidad, check it out.
Yeah, and again, let's put the artwork up, you know. Look for it by name, look for the artwork. Crapo
Smoke the Pipe.
The Pipe.
Yeah.
What song from the album are you going to perform first today?
The track I'm going to perform is a track called Gilligan. It's a kind of, it has like a, I wouldn't say soca, but it has like that kind of bounce like that, and a lot of fans say, you know, yeah, they like that one, so,
hey,
yeah.
It's all yours, you know. Mic in hand, do your thing, bro. I'll write you and we'll chat again in a few.
No problem.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. You don't know. You don't hear. Yeah. The man them vex, so we killing them idle, trust them, flex it, selling them rep, Trini flag, we finally winning them, team and crew can't lose, cause we winning them. You know every show we billing them, you know how we go when we flow with the billing then. Alright, hot and groovy, she acting militant. You know when we come on the boat with right up with these eyes, go be seeing millions. Hit a buzo in a short pants, let the girl them think I Syrian. She's so wet, but my humor dry, and we fly in my eyes, so we like amphibians. Girl on the islands loving me, you could call me Gilligan. Best Julie, the girl them full, the hips look nice and bouncy round. Gag on the coast if I run them down, so I lay back and I let them punks. Crossing the seas, they go jump on moi, cause the boy is a big target. The melange I go be sending you cannot find out when you go to the market. She standards high, she can't come down. My partner say that trouble do. Show she the Hubble telescope, she saying alright now we going for those who enter. Like she going to school like Simba, or she lying on me. Like it's wrong for clothes, the way that she only be eyeing on me. The man them vex, cause we killing them idle, trust them, flex it, selling them rep, Trini flag, wave highlight, winning them, team and crew can't lose, cause we winning them. You know every show we billing them, you know how we go when we flow with the villain then. Alright, hot and groovy, she acting militant. You know when we show on the boat with my top with these eyes, go be seeing millions. Hit up buzo in a short pants, let the girl them think I Syrian. She's so wet, but my humor dry, and we fly in my eyes, so we like amphibians. Girl on the islands loving me, you could call me Gilligan. Hey. Yeah. Alright. Hey. You don't know. Let me go again, Trinidad. Listen to it. Yeah. The man them vex, so we killing them idle, trust them, flex it, selling them rep, Trini flag, wave highlight, winning them, team and crew can't lose, cause we winning them. You know every show we billing them, you know how we go when we flow, we billing them. Alright, hot and groovy, she acting militant. You know when we come on the boat with right up with these eyes, go be seeing millions. Hit up buzo in a short pants, let the girl them think I Syrian. She's so wet, but my humor dry, and we fly in my eyes, so we like amphibians. Girl on the islands loving me, you could call me Gilligan. Best Julie, the girl them full, the hips look nice and bouncy round. Gag on the coast if I run them down, so I lay back and I let them punks. Crossing the seas, they go jump on moi, cause the boy is a big target. The melange I go be sending you cannot find out when you go to the market. scared. She Sanders high, she can't come down. My partner say that trouble no. Show she the Hubble telescope, she saying alright, now we going for double zo enter. Like she going to school like Simba, or she lying on me. Like it's wrong for clothes, the way that she only be eyeing on me. The man them vex, could be killing them idle, trust them, flex it, selling them rep, 20 flag wave, highlight, winning them team and crew, can't lose, could be winning them. You know every show we billing them in the hall, we go when we flow with the villain then. Alright, hot and groovy, she active militant. You know when we show me, my top with the guy, you see in millions. Hits a buzo in a short pass, make the girl them think I serious. She so wet, but my humor dry, me fly my eye to me like amphibians. Girl on the islands loving me, you could call me Gilligan.
Listen to me, this hard. The production though, like, how you describe this? Because I know you said it have a kind of soca bounce, which I'm hearing, but it's almost like a tropical trap. I don't know, but this is not the friend zone.
It's like, you know what it's really like? It's like, you know, like the bunks like Central C and those kind of things?
Yeah.
It's like that, right? So I originally conceptualized the song like that. But when I carried it by my brother Hamz Excel, he was like, now we both decided we want to make it sound local now. Give it a kind of zest bunks with that now. So it have like a zest mixed with the UK kind of bunks as well.
So it's a double album. How many tracks, like in all?
17 tracks in all. So it has like, the fireside has like, I think like 9 and the other side has 8.
Fantastic. And it's available. And in terms of your online presence, how folks gonna find you?
Folks could find me on mostly Instagram these days, the Face 24, as well as TikTok as well. Same thing, the Face 24. And yeah, you know, check out the album, stream it. Hey, you know, if you could get some radio play, I'm begging, my vex side, that's what I'm saying. You know, if all they hear, so they like it, hit them up now, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I mean, ultimately, it's relatable. It's relatable and it's flowing, and I can make out what you're saying. Some of what playing right now, I can make out man saying that.
Yeah.
That's reality. Sure. Yeah, man, so big up your brother too. You know, obviously he's doing his thing. His stuff already recorded and his stuff is out too?
Yeah, he actually released a soca rhythm last year that we got some real nice reviews on called the Ghost Mansion rhythm. And he ready in another soca rhythm this year. So he had plenty of stuff. He actually has one that going real nice on TikTok. Like just the rhythm instrumental itself. So he's studying, you know, hopefully who we could get to jump on that. So he himself, he doing well. I'm real proud of him, you know. So.
Yeah, and I mean, yours big inspiration too. I mean, you start off, so it's any family at this point in time. Yeah. So give thanks, man. The Face touching base with us. We had some beautiful, well, at least via the Mind Your Business. Had a chance to sample some mango. We had the spoken word today. We heard from the international relations experts, Mwale Henry, considering that Venezuela and USA, well, we hope that could pat down by this weekend here. We don't want that to go into next week at all. And we had Wendy Fitzwilliam on the program with this dance, you know, amazing showcase that's happening next Tuesday, and Cheer with that Oil and Music Festival Independence Day down at Petro-Trin. Again, it's been a great week, fantastic time. God spare I'm back for more next week, Monday. Until then, have a safe weekend, TNT. All the best.
Like she going to school like Simba, or she lying on me, like it's wrong for.
The Morning Brew is brought to you by Omega XL. Live long, stay strong.